Every summer I end up in the same situation. I've got a bunch of sewing ideas, a limited amount of time, and way too many things I want to make. And this year I realized something. I don't actually need more projects. I need a better plan. So I'm only sewing 4 pieces for my entire summer wardrobe, and I'm building them so everything mixes and matches in real outfits I'll actually wear. I'm Sarai, and I've been sewing for nearly 30 years and teaching you how to create your own custom, meaningful wardrobe for the last 15. So if you've ever struggled with ending up with random handmade pieces that don't really work together, this is basically me showing you how I'm fixing that in real time. Okay, let's take a look at my summer projects. The look I'm going for this season is practical summer workhorses. And those 3 words might not sound super exciting at first, but stick with me because I think this is going to be one of my favorite plans I've put together in a while. So my goal for this collection is to create a tiny capsule wardrobe using just 4 really easy patterns. I want to make a small group of garments that can be mixed and matched for lots of different outfits and occasions, but I also want them to be simple and quick to make. And the reason for that is summer is just such a busy time. There's so much to do and you really want to make the most of it, you know? Every summer I find myself overestimating how much time I'll actually have to sew. I buy all the fabric, make all the plans, and then summer hits and I just want to be outside. This summer I'm doing the opposite, keeping things really simple and choosing fewer projects before the season even starts. No more guilt over untouched fabric. I'm making plans that actually match my reality. It's not about sewing less, it's about making room for life happening around your sewing. Let me show you my mood board because I think it'll explain a lot. Normally when I create a mood board, I think a lot about color and texture and the overall vibe I want to create. But for this one, I really wanted to focus on the context of my life in summer. I live out in the country and I spend a lot of time outdoors, gardening, hiking, playing with my dogs, honestly just getting really dirty. So even though I absolutely love white dresses in summer, and you'll see a lot of those on my Pinterest boards and in past summer mood boards, this time I'm focusing on clothing that could take a bit of a beating. One thing that was a little unexpected to me as I built this out is just how many gardening images I'd saved. I pulled all those together and it really got me thinking about what I'd actually wear on those hot summer days. As much as I love chic city looks, I just need clothing that performs and feels comfortable when I'm out there in the dirt. And I just had to laugh when I saw how much Pamela Anderson showed up in my mood boards. Having grown up with Baywatch in the 90s, I never would have thought that she'd become one of my style icons, but I just love her perspective on aging, being your natural self, not to mention her beautiful garden. Let's talk about the color palette for a second, because this is where I really challenged myself. Because I'm only sewing 4 projects and I wanted them to mix and match into several outfits, I went really simple, more than I ever have before. This season, I'm only sewing with black and white. That's it. That way, everything I make will go together, and it'll also be really easy to mix into the wardrobe I already have. But I didn't want it to feel boring, so I'm incorporating some really pretty details and a classic gingham check, which I'll show you in a minute. And just a little tip here. The more you limit your colors, the more effortlessly everything works together. A limited palette doesn't mean boring. It means every piece you own becomes a building block. This works whether you love neutrals or bold colors. Just pick 1 or 2 combinations you always reach for. Think light pink and scarlet, baby blue and dark red, or go tonal with navy and light blue. Keeping your color palette really small is what gives you the most options when you're trying to create several outfits from just a few pieces. And by the way, if you want to create a wardrobe this summer that actually gets worn, one that mixes perfectly with the clothes you already own and actually fits your real life and your real body, you can download our free wardrobe planner. It walks you through this whole process and helps you map out the exact projects you want to make for your own mix and match summer wardrobe. I'll put a link in the description below so you can grab it and start planning your own. Okay, let's get into the projects because this is the fun part. So my first project is the Seamwork Morgan, which is a classic crew neck baby tee. It's actually one of our newest patterns and I'm really excited about it. I just love the versatility of a fitted t-shirt. I've taken to wearing long sleeve t-shirts as a base layer in the cooler months pretty much constantly, so I really wanted a summer version. At first, I was thinking about making a bright red t-shirt, which I do think would look really great, especially with denim. But after thinking about it and going back to my inspiration, I realized that a simple white tee would be far more versatile for me. So I'm going to jazz it up a bit with the fabric and some details, which I'll talk about in just a second. For how I'll wear it, I plan to wear it with pretty much all the other projects I'm about to show you, so we'll get to that. But I also think it would go really well with so many things already in my wardrobe. I can definitely layer it under overalls or with my sturdy work pants when I'm out in the garden. For walks with the dogs, it'll be great with a simple skirt or some linen pants. This is the kind of piece that holds an entire wardrobe together. Everything just comes together more easily when you have one. What makes it interesting to sew is the opportunity to customize, getting the neckline and fit exactly the way you want it. When you sew it yourself, you get to dial in all those details styles in a way ready-to-wear never gives you. That's what turns a basic tee into a piece you actually reach for every single day. For the fabric, I'm using this beautiful white Pointelle knit that I had in my stash. It has a great deal of stretch, which will keep the tee from feeling too tight or constricting. I think it would also look really pretty with a shell tuck edge along the neckline or the hem. We actually have a video on how to do that if you want to try it yourself, and I'll link that below too. My next project is a pair of really simple pull-on boxer shorts. For these, I'm going to use the leaf pajama pants and just shorten them into shorts. So I already know I like the fit of these as pants because I made the leaf pajamas over the winter and I literally wear them almost every day. They're so comfortable. And I think the faux fly front really gives them that boxer feel that I'm going for. The reason I wanted to make these is that I find myself reaching for elastic waist shorts over and over again when it's hot, because they're just so comfortable and so easy to throw on. I already have a couple pairs in a knit fabric, one black and one off-white. So I thought it'd be really fun to mix it up a little with these and go with a classic check. For how I'll wear them, these will look great with that t-shirt I just talked about or any other tee or simple tank top. I also think they'd work really well with a bodysuit, or I can just throw them over a swimsuit when we go down to the river. The fabric is what will make these fun to wear, I think. I actually found this beautiful black and white gingham fabric in my stash, and I think it's going to be perfect for these. It has a really nice crisp hand, but it's also lightweight and breathable, which is exactly what you want for summer shorts. I think these would be so fun to make in any classic shirting like this, whether it's checks or stripes. And by the way, if you're not super confident when it comes to matching up stripes and checks when you sew, stay tuned because I'm planning a video this season to show you some of my favorite tricks for perfectly matching stripes. So you'll definitely want to keep an eye out for that one because I have some really good tricks to show you. My next project is the Seamwork Fern, which is a really gorgeous short sleeve blouse with voluminous raglan sleeves and buttons up the front. So I made Fern last year in a Liberty Tonalon, you might remember. It's actually one of my favorite projects from last year, and I even wore it on my trip to Paris recently. I could actually see this becoming one of my tried and true patterns, the kind that I just sew over and over again. I'd love to make this top in several different colors. I'd really love to do it in a cotton silk blend voile. I think that would just be so gorgeous. I love that it has this blousy romantic style, but it doesn't feel overwhelming on me. It still flows beautifully as long as you choose a light fabric for it. I also really like that there's a lot of room to play with details, either with the buttons or along the placket or with the neckline or the cuffs. You can really have a lot of fun with this pattern. For this one, I decided that it would be really fun to make a matching set with the boxer shorts, so I'm going to make it in the same fabric. For how I'll wear it, because I'm making this as a set, I'll definitely wear it with the shorts for a kind of faux romper sort of look. It might end up looking a little bit like pajamas, but honestly I don't mind that at all. I really like that look. But the beauty of a set like this is that I can also wear the pieces separately. I think this blouse will look so great with jeans or a mini skirt, or even under my overalls if I want to go full Illy May Clampett. The fabric is lightweight enough to really work well for this top. I'll probably go with some simple shell buttons for the front. I almost never use plastic buttons unless they're really interesting ones. I just love the texture and the feel of glass or shell buttons so much more. I also kind of like the look of a really small cotton lace trim at the edges. You might remember that I added flat piping to my last Fern blouse, and I thought the trim was a really nice touch. A little bit of lace could make this piece feel really special, but still keep it versatile. Let me know what you think in the comments, with lace trim or without. And speaking of figuring out details like that, this is exactly where the free wardrobe planner I mentioned earlier comes in really handy. It gives you space to think through all those little decisions for each project, like fabric choice, modifications, and how everything's going to work together as a wardrobe. So if you're feeling inspired to plan out your own summer capsule like this one, you can download it for free, and the link is right in the description below. Okay, my next project is the Seamwork Citron dress, which is a bodycon knit dress with a built-in shelf bra. Now, this is the dressiest of all my projects, but let me tell you why I chose it. I've found that a black knit tank dress is honestly one of the most versatile pieces in my summer wardrobe. When I travel, I always take one because it travels really well and it's so easy to layer. You can just throw a jacket or a button up over it during the day, or put on a shawl and sandals and go out to dinner at night. It's the same when I'm at home. It's just so easy to throw on and instantly look put together, but still feel really comfy. You can make a little black knit dress in whatever style suits you, but I really like something kind of long and strappy. For how I'll wear it, I really like to throw a button up over it and knot it at the waist, like I mentioned. Something in chambray or Oxford works really well for that. I can even layer it over the baby tee I'm making if I want to go full 90s. And when the weather gets cooler later in the summer, or if we go to the coast, it's so easy to just throw a light sweater over it. There are seriously like a million ways to wear a dress like this. For the fabric, I'm using another stash fabric for this one. It's a black ribbon rib knit that originally came from Stone Mountain and Daughter. I love that it has a lot of stretch and a lot of recovery, which is so important for a dress like this. I also really like the wide ribs. The fabric has a bit of heft and body to it, so it'll help smooth things out and not cling quite so much, which I really appreciate. And I'm really excited about the shelf bra too, because it just makes things so much easier in summer when you don't have to worry about your straps showing. Oh, and remember when I mentioned that Fern could become one of those tried and true patterns I keep coming back to? I actually feel that way about a lot of these projects, and I think having several tried and true patterns on hand is absolutely necessary for creating a really personalized wardrobe. If you want to see which other patterns have actually earned that spot in my sewing rotation and why I think it's a much smarter approach than constantly chasing new patterns, watch this video next.